What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got Mark Donica taking on a last-minute replacement for Robert Meyer Burnett, Sean Gerber. This should be an interesting match, so let's get it started.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mark the Enforcer Donica, and I'm here to get some work done. Winning is my business. So, the winner today is How would you feel, maybe if we did a little something with your image to make you Lions Den ready? I don't know, yeah. How would you feel about maybe joining our faction? I'm gonna win it. I don't even remember the name of the guy I beat.
We're gonna set justice to the sleep by getting rid of that idiot. You're in the Lion's Den, and we brought you here for a reason. We brought you here so you could become who you were born to be. This is your moment.
It's only a matter of time before this image gets changed up and that championship gets on my shoulder.
Tim Robbins,
Still don't believe that Jason Inman, considering himself a hero, did anything to help his chances, but he should stay ready because I'm coming back as soon as I possibly can.
I just want to congratulate you on your win. Donica, Burnett, been watching them. They're good. They're good. I took care of them, got them out of the way. I want one of those guys. I want the winner of that match. Wait, who you want? The winner of that match. Donica, Burnett. Christian, Thad, we're ready for whoever you want to throw at us. We're not afraid of anybody in this league. We are here for the competition. We are here to be champions. Christian, when Space Jam meets avocados, it's a good day. It's a special day here in the Inner Geekdom tournament. Like you said, we're closing out round one. We got a guy named Gerber, but it is not tequila magnate Randy Gerber, and he's going up against an evil force known as Donica. I don't even like sharing my name with the guy. Well, the drama in this match has already started before the match has even begun. When you look at what was supposed to happen here, Mark Donica, who is in contention for Rookie of the Year, he's the fastest track to a title shot, just barely losing to the champion Jason Inman, but he was supposed to play Robert Meyer Burnett. Robert Meyer Burnett cancels, and Kalinowski says, no, we are not going to tolerate these last-minute cancellations. We're not no more special favors for celebrities or ex-champions. Doesn't matter what it is. You're out. You're out of the tournament, and he kicks him out. He doesn't care. And Kalinowski puts the call out and gets Gerber, or Thad gets Gerber. And here's Gerber, who had a nice run in the free-for-all. Yeah. Has had a nice run so far with Superhero News at 1-1, playing really well with his teammate Sabina Graves. And
This is a match, who knows? Donica is the favorite, but that's only because we don't really know a lot about Sean Gerber in the Inner Geekdom division.
Yeah, Sean Gerber more of an unknown here because we know what Donica brings to the table. And look, I will say the guy brings a wealth of knowledge. The fact that I don't think he's worthy of the name Mark has more to do with his personality than it does his movie trivia know-how, especially in the Inner Geekdom. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Sean can bring to the table because it's already nerve-wracking going up against a force like Donica in any match. Now we have a playoff format. This is going to, for the right to go to round 2. There's a whole lot on the line for Sean.
There's a lot on the line because the winner of this plays Mike Kalinowski. He's made that very clear that that's who he's going to play in round number 2. It's either going to be Donica or Gerber. Donica brings the Lions Den with him, who's having an absolutely, they're having a tough year so far, but they have Jeff Snyder and Bibiani coming up here in a couple weeks, so that's going to be interesting. But what's going to happen today? Let's hear from the competitors and see how they're feeling.
Oh, Mike Kalinowski's pulling his strings. What a world we live in. He's sitting here. And I love that Mike's done this. He's put his X's and O's on paper, and he's come up with some rules. You know, he's got middle management written all over him here.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. I was just sitting at home, hanging out, watching Marvel movies, and then all of a sudden I get a call from Thad, frantic, saying he needs somebody. Robert Meyer Burnett dropped out of his match with Donica, so I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure. So here I am. I wasn't, like I said, not supposed to be here today, but here I find myself walking into the Lion's Den.
You know what? The world wants to face this guy because Mark Donica is the standard bearer right now. This is your Rookie of the Year. Ethan Irwin? No. This guy has caused havoc here in the Schmoedown. There's so much havoc that Robert Meyer Burnett, gone. Doesn't want to face him. Keeps ducking him. That's going to be a name in the history books only. This is the future.
Mark Donica's a challenge. Any man who willingly goes out in public wearing that much denim is a bona fide geek. So I have no doubt that guy knows his stuff. He's a former #1 contender. I was here when he played Jason Inman for the championship. He lost, but it was a tight, close match. So I know I have my work cut out for me today.
This isn't about Sean Gerber. This isn't about Mike Kalinowski. This is about you, Jason Inman. I was this close. I was breathing down your neck. Come September 8th, it's going to be me at that stage, looking at you and taking your belt from you and making it mine. So what, you got a couple of friends these days? Not worth it. I've got some too. They're the Lions Den, and we're coming. The Inner Geekdom champion.
I'm not at all worried about the Lions Den. They can do and say whatever they want. Donica can phone a friend. They can run in and give him answers. It doesn't matter. I'm after the Inner Geekdom championship. I've got my sights set on a lot of other competitors here. Mark Donica's just the first step.
Sean Gerber, you're the first in line. You're going down.
Well, there you go. Ken Knapsack talking about that this is Donica's tournament, that this is Donica is going to win. He doesn't care about Kalinowski, doesn't care about anything else. Then Donica saying the same thing. Get out of my way because I need to play Inman again. The winner of this entire tournament plays Jason Inman at the live event on September 8th for the championship.
Yeah, I mean, I think that whatever happens in this match, we're going to see a lot of fireworks because, like you said, the winner of this tournament is going to advance to have the greatest of all stages, which is a live performance in front of actual fans that are going to be there cheering, booing. This is going to be a good test, and it's going to be a nice notch in the belt, a feather in the cap, if you will.
Right, and that's what Sean Gerber said too. That he appreciated the free for all. He thought it was a nice moment for him, but he was #1. This is the moment he believes could be the biggest of his Schmoedown career, and we're going to find out now. Here's the tale of the tape. What are they good at? You got Mark Donica. You got Star Wars or comic book movies, and the same thing with Sean Gerber. He's got comic book movies, Marvel movies, DC movies. There's a lot. These guys have similar strengths. We're going to find out how much they know. Who knows more right now?
A bunch of geeks, huh?
Yeah. How do you feel about this? You ready?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing Superhero News, making his Inner Geekdom debut, Sean setting, but now it is Sean Gerber in color in the year 2018. All right, well, what can Sean Gerber do here against Donica? And his opponent,
No Patriots. No Patriots here. Yeah. Look at Ken. Ken's shaking the hand to Gerber. That's nice. And then Ken looks hammered. Yeah, that was, Ken's been drinking some of that pineapple cider at the art house across the street. All right, so this is it. 3 rounds. 3 rounds in the Inner Geekdom division. Mark, how does round number 1 work? In round number 1, this is an Inner Geekdom match, meaning the field is going to hear 10 questions in the first round from 10 different corners of the Inner Geekdom trivia galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Once we ask the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front. If you look at our competitors, already have the whiteboards and the markers up there like good gentlemen. You guys write down your answer. Once we ask you by name for your best attempt at one, please show the whiteboard to the cameras. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. Please do your best. As far as punctuation and spelling goes, we will not be exact. All right, so again, 10 questions in round number 1 here. Mark, Donica, are you ready?
I'm ready for September 8th, yes.
All right. So ready thinking about that live event. He's got to win today. First, Christian, does he realize that, you think? Sean Gerber, how you feeling?
Even if he gets by me, he's not getting by the Crusher, so he's not getting to September 8th. I'm ready, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Schmoedown! Number 1 is in the realm of Star Trek. 20 seconds to answer this question. William Shatner appears in how many Star Trek films?
Did you notice both competitors? Like, they're not thinking about this match. One is thinking about the live event. The other one doesn't care if he wins or not.
He thinks about somebody else.
The other one did not get to the live event.
It's true. Are we going to be at that one? 5. I hope so. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark. 7. Correct. Sean. 5. Incorrect. Mark Donica going up 1-0 here over Gerber. Next question. Mark. Donica draws blood first. Your next question comes from the original trilogy of Lord of the Rings. Finish this Aragorn quote. The beacons of Minas Tirith. The beacons are lit. Gondor blank. The rest of that statement. Aragorn was great in Hidalgo. 5. It's also in 4, 2, 3, 2. That's right. 1. Pens down. And Sean.
No idea. Is dead?
Incorrect. Calls for 8. Calls for 8 is correct. 2. I mean, he might die if he doesn't get 8 in time. I don't know how that played out. All right. Next question is from the MCU. MCU. In Black Panther, T'Challa confronts Claw in a casino. In what country?
Oh.
You know, casino I perform at in Vegas.
Chili's. 5. 4. Looking for Harrah's. 3. Harrah's. 2. 1. Pens down. Donica.
South Korea.
Correct.
South Korea.
Got it. 3-1. 3-1. All right, Gerber on the board, though, and that's got to help his confidence early in the match. Your next question comes from the world of Harry Potter. At the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who was awarded 10 points for the bravery of standing up to their friends? We just need the first name. I would have. Just need the first name. I would have gotten this. You would have? Oh, yeah. Good. Is 5. You're a Sorcerer's Stone guy. 4. I like that. That's your favorite Harry Potter. That's my favorite, too. 1. Pens down. Sean.
Hermione?
Incorrect. Ron? Incorrect. Looking for Neville or Neville Longass? No, long bottom. Long bottom. Long bottom. Did I say what I said? You said long ass. Excuse me. Okay.
Neville could have done it in 5 books, by the way.
Next questions. Next question. DC movies. DC movies. What is the name of the company that Hal Jordan works for in Green Lantern?
I like that movie.
Do you?
I do. I like it more than I like
5.
not more than The Dark Knight Rises, but
3. You're just talking to yourself. 2.
I don't like The Dark Knight Rises.
1. Mark Donica.
Ferris Air.
That's correct.
Ferris Air.
Correct. That's the one they both know. I know. That's the one. That's why they're both strong in comic book movies. All right, we go to The Hobbit. These are the other movies in the Lord of the Rings series. The Hobbit. How many trolls capture and attempt to cook Bilbo and the dwarves in an unexpected journey? Remember that scene for the...
the 48 frames thing really
I hated that. Messed with some people. It was weird, right?
12?
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Sean. 3? Correct. 3. Got it. Okay, so 5-3. 5-3. And Donica opened 2-0. Once Gerber got on the board, he's starting to find his feet here. Yeah. Okay, next question's from the DCEU. This is go ahead and just, I'll give you the point. Who plays the Flash in Suicide Squad and Justice League?
I mean, there's a lot of people that play the Flash because you have that TV show.
It's a movie trivia show.
Our friend Mark Hamill from the show is
Movie trivia
to the CW.
We do movie trivia. 3.
We're looking for 2. This is us.
1. Pens down, please. And Mark Donica.
Ezra Miller.
Yes.
Grant Gustin would have been better, but it was Ezra Miller, unfortunately.
Oh, getting a little bit of a nerd opinion in there. That's uncalled for. All right, your next question comes from a small independent film called Star Wars, and it is, in A New Hope, how does Admiral Moti describe Vader's devotion to his sorcerer's ways?
You hear a lot of these Star Wars questions in the Star Wars Championship coming up in the Collider Collision. Are you attempting to plug something, Marty?
Yeah, just think.
It's
Would you like to become a
sad
patron?
devotion.
5, 4, a dual 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Sean.
Was it childish?
Incorrect.
Outdated.
Nope. Sad. Looking for sad. Wah, 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 wah. Next question comes from Marvel. Marvel. Who plays Captain George Stacy, Gwen's father, in The Amazing Spider-Man?
How would you pronounce it if there were like multiple Spider-Mans that
Dennis
showed up
Leary.
together? What would you say?
A lot of people. 5.
Spider-Man. 4.
Oh, yeah, like that. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Donica.
He's an asshole, Dennis Leary.
Correct.
No idea if he's an asshole, but it is Dennis Leary.
He sings the song.
Yeah.
He sings the song. You want to sing some bars? I've seen him do it in karaoke. Sean, you know that song? You break my heart.
Oh,
You break my
sorry.
heart. No, let's give Christian a little encouragement. Okay. Let's just move on to mixed bag here. Your last question in round 1 comes from one of mixed bag. This could come from any corner of the nerd galaxy, and it comes from, well, I'm not going to time, I'm just going to read the question. Kim Cattrall plays the Vulcan Lieutenant Valeris in which Star Trek movie? 5, 4, 3.
Can you repeat the question?
Certainly. Kim Cattrall plays the Vulcan Lieutenant Valeris in which Star Trek movie? 5,
Star Trek 4.
3, 2, 1. Sean?
First Contact?
It's incorrect. Mark down 5. It is neither of those. We're looking for Star Trek 6, the undiscovered country on the verge of peace, on the brink of war. All right, so
remembers that?
Here we go. So that is the end of round number 1 as we now get to round number 2. Mark, how does round number 2 work? Donica up by 2, but Gerber coming back strong in round number 2. The wheel will emerge. The wheel of destiny / doom / potential justice has 12 slices on it. They are from 10 different categories in inner geekdom knowledge, as well as a spinner's choice and an opponent's choice. In round number 2, each competitor is going to hear 5 questions. You're each going to hear 5 questions as opposed to normal 4 in the regular movie trivia Schmoedown. Your questions are still worth 2 points apiece. If you want multiple choice, you can ask us for options. We'll give you 4, one of which is the correct answer. That will drop the value of the question down to 1 point. We're going to remind the competitors that stealing is available in round number 2. However, there is still no penalty for missing a question. Because Mark Donica is not only the favorite, Christian, he's also in the lead just by 2 over Gerber. Donica, you are going to have the first choice. Would you like to spin now or defer to your opponent?
Call me crazy.
You are crazy.
Crazy, yeah. Thank you. Sean, go first. All right.
All right, Sean Gerber going to be spinning first here. Looking for MCU or DCU. You know, he's looking for comic book movies.
Jay Washington.
He's got a bunch of heroes on his shirt that looks like Marvel side of right. So that is what he's looking for. And round it goes. Still the spinners and opponent's choice on there. Landing past. Unless he's going to go past opponents. It could be DC movies or heroes. And he's wearing a shirt of heroes. Wow, he's going away from the light. Bidding against the shirt. He's not wrong. He went against the shirt. Well, it could go anywhere. Are there any heroes anymore, Christian? Oh, we're going to find out. What has happened to all the Cowboys? Isn't that a movie? All right, here we go. Here it comes. And we could be looking at Spencer's choice here. Correct. Wow, that was, boy. Might have just sunk him. It looked obviously not like that. Is tough because heroes can come from really any different movie category, but Star Trek is primarily Star Trek movies. I got multiple choices. Here we go, guys. All right, Sean, you got 5 questions here in round number 2. What song do Kirk, Spock, and McCoy sing around the campfire in Star Trek The Final Frontier?
Multiple choice.
A. This land is your land. B. Home on the range. C. On top of Old Smoky. D. Row, row, row your boat.
B.
Incorrect. Steele. What did you say?
Row your boat.
Correct for 1 point. All right, Steele. Donica, he had guessed Star Trek 5 incorrectly for the Kim Cattrall question. All right, here's question number 2. In Star Trek 3, the Genesis planet had caused controversy, so only specific vessels were permitted to go there. Which starship took Lieutenant Savick and Kirk's son David to Genesis?
Multiple choice.
A. USS Grissom, USS Kelvin, USS Reliant, USS
Kelvin?
Hood.
Reliant.
Incorrect. Kelvin? Incorrect. Looking for Grissom. 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 Question 3 here for Sean. Question 3. In Star Trek Beyond, our heroes are able to find the captured crew members because Spock secretly installed the tracking device into what gift for Uhura?
Multiple choice.
A. A bracelet. B. A ring. C. A necklace. D. A communicator.
Was it a necklace?
Correct for 1 point. All right, that's about all you can ask for. Is getting the one thing I know about Star Trek. Yeah, all right, here you go. Question number, this is 4? Question 4. What are the names of the 2 humpback whales in Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home?
Multiple choice.
A. Abbott and Costello. B. Susan and Frank. C. Adam and Eve. D. Gracie and George.
Abbott and Costello.
Incorrect, Donica. The choices are either Abbott and Costello, Susan and Frank, Adam and Eve, Gracie and George.
Gracie and George.
For 1 point. Oh boy, what a steal as we close out Gerber's round. All right, here you go. Last question here. Sean, you have one last question. Leonard Nimoy appears in how many Star Trek films? 20 seconds to answer this one.
9. 9. 9.
5, 4, 3, 2,
8.
correct. That was not a bait and switch where you're just going down the wire for the sake. That was not done on purpose. Yeah. But what a guess, and that takes us out of Gerber's round because now he's only trailing by 1. Could have been in a lot worse position with Donica stepping up to the wheel. That was a huge get there too because he would have put himself in a big deficit. Donica.
And Donica could have very easily stolen that.
Yep, he could have. So this is big. Donica now wants to get something he can put the game away with, but we'll see.
Walks up to the wheel like he's going to punch it.
Yeah, now
he just spins it.
Yeah, now Donica's strong in a lot, but he does have a couple of weak spots, so maybe Gerber will get lucky here, but we'll see.
And Donica focused on what wedge he is going to get. Round and round it goes. You know, he would find a Star Wars
coming back around there.
Christian, this could be bonus choice or MCU movie.
Staying with MCU. Stay with the world. Yeah, he's looking to try to put the game away here.
Of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right, your first question of 5 in this round. Who did Lady Sith and Volstagg deliver the ether to in the mid-credit scene of Thor: The Dark World?
The Collector.
2 points. Yep. Your next question. In Doctor Strange, where did Jonathan Pangborn tell Stephen Strange to go find healing?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Kunlun? Is it B, Kamar Taj? Is it C, Nova Roma? Or is it D, Hyboria?
It's Kamartaj.
1 point. 1 point for Mark Donica. And what great pronunciation by Mark Ellis. That guy's really on his game. Your next question. What is the name of Robert Redford's evil plan involving the helicarriers in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Project Insight. Project
5.
Insight.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Project Insight, B, Project Endgame, C, Project Clean Slate, or D, Project Winter
Project
Soldier?
Insight.
1 point for Donica. I think you knew it as soon as I said it, Christian. Knew it. On the tip of his tongue. Your next question. In the movie Ant-Man, what food did Luis offer to make for Scott after he returned
Waffles.
home from being fired from his new job?
Waffles.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, French toast, B, waffles, C, omelets, or D, pancakes?
Waffles.
1 point for Donica, and he's chipping away his round like what Gerber was hoping to do with Star Trek. One more question here for you in round number 2, and your question is,
Ben Browder, known for his work in sci-fi television, makes a cameo in which Marvel Cinematic Universe movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Wow. I don't know how that's the one he knew for 2 points, but he got it, and all of a sudden, what was Farscape? Cagey round negotiated by Gerber. Donica outdoes him in that round, and he finds himself sitting on an 8-point lead going into round 3.
All right, round number 3. Mark, how does round number 3, the final round, how does that work?
It is the final round, the round that will determine who moves on to round 2 and one step closer to the live event on September 8th, hosted by us. Get your tickets now. Thank you very much for completing that statement. Each competitor is going to give us a series of 3 numbers. These numbers range from 1 to 16. Those numbers each correspond to a different part of inner geekdom lore on this very answer desk that we sit upon. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last question, should we get that far, is worth 5 points. Donica, commandingly doubling Gerber's total thus far at 16 to 8. You will be giving us your 3 numbers first.
1, 9, and 8.
1, 9, and 8 for Donica. Sean Gerber.
5, 2, and 11.
All right, so Gerber is up first. He's trying to avoid the TKO here. He can afford to miss the 2, but he has to hit his 3 and his 5. But here we go. So Gerber, you took category 5. It's Indiana Jones.
Great.
Indiana Jones.
I deserve that.
All right, here we go for 2 points. Where does the opening scene of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull take place?
Oh, shit.
5, 4, 3.
This is wrong, but India.
2. And for Area 51. Area 51. Okay,
Oh, that's right, with the fridge.
So now Gerber has to hit this, or Mark Donica will win via TKO and go on to play Mike Kalinowski in round number 2.
Damn fridge bomb.
You chose for your 3-pointer Marvel films.
Hey, all right.
Marvel films. In the realm of Marvel, 3 points. Sean needs to hit this. All right, Sean, in X2, X-Men United, which X-Man could be seen given an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged out one of Magneto's prison
Beach.
guards?
Hank McCoy! Come on! Hank McCoy!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the question?
Hank
Just a second one.
McCoy!
X2, X-Men United, which X-Man could be seen giving an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged one of
Hank
Magneto's prison
McCoy!
guards? 5, 4, 3, 2.
He's my last repeat.
1. Last one. In X2,
Hank
X-Men
McCoy!
United, which X-Men could be seen giving an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged one of Magneto's prison guards?
Hank McCoy!
4, 3, 2.
And then right, but Beast.
That is correct.
I thought that was in the other one. Again, Gerber, this is like the old days of the Schmoedown when people actually went down to the wire because they didn't know the answer to the question.
Yeah, he's used all of his repeats, but he has 1 question left.
He could tie Donica with this.
He could tie it and avoid the
Thing
TKO.
that I kept second guessing.
All right, here you go. For your final question, in order to tie it and avoid the TKO, here you go. In the realm of DCEU, for 5 points, what is the name of the Scottish sharpshooter in Wonder Woman?
What's his name? Shit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I just know he sings. I don't know who that is.
And your Donica and Kalinowski's a round 2 match. That's going to be a fight. Look, Gerber took a last-minute fight here. Didn't have a chance to kind of.
He's fun Star Trek. I mean, he's fun Star Trek. It's just it's a corner of intergeekdom that he's not that familiar with. He tried the multiple choices way around. Donica didn't have a great round 2, but he just did the Gerber strategy a little bit better, and that really paid off for him in round 3.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be some kind of a fight here between the Lion's Den now and Corruption with Mike Kalinowski. I bet you Kalinowski Kalinowski's happy about this, so we're going to find out. But I want to hear from both Mark Donica and Sean Gerber talking to Jen Sturger. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Lion's Den and Donica. How are you feeling after that match, guys?
I'm feeling amazing. I knew exactly what I was going to do, which was win. And I'm going on to September 8th to face Jason Inman. I don't care if it's Kalinowski or whoever I got in my way. They're going down.
Yeah, he murdered this guy Gerber.
It's Gerber.
Or whatever his name is. Burnett pulled the old okey doke. You know what I mean?
Okey doke?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's the okey doke. It's the switcheroo.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm going to Europe anyway. But anyway, that being said, we're sick of not having belts. We feel like the Viper Squad. You know, we kind of don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to be labeled by any of these guys.
But to be fair, Donica's putting up a really great fight for you guys so far in Intergeekdom, you know, where some of the rest of your faction is kind of falling short just in the final moments.
They'll be fine. Well, so what are you saying? Are you saying we're
exactly
like the Viper Squad?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
What about the other squad?
The Fight Club?
Yeah, that dumb squad too. They have no belts either, right? Anyway, we had belts before, and we'll get them again. This guy is going to lead the charge first. Then Ken's going to figure out a way to do it as well. And then JT is going to win the heavyweight championship off that dunce Cap Levine. And then what's the next one?
So next
tag team belts. Yeah, we're going to do that too.
Cool. Next we're going to be facing Mike Kalinowski. How are you feeling about this?
He's running around so much trying to get corruption out of this place. I don't think he's had any chance to study. I don't think he's worth it, really.
He's a big mouth moron.
I'm gonna TKO him.
And he's a choke artist too.
Yep.
Now what? He has that in his back pocket now? What's going on with this?
I don't know.
What
are your thoughts on this whole
calling the
thing?
shots here?
I mean, I try to understand a little bit of what he's saying there, but I think I get the gist is that Kalinowski, this is all backfired on you. We're coming for you. Donica is the future, not just the Lions Den, the future of the league and much, much more. Look at him. Look at him. We watched this game. I appreciate Sean stepping in, but we're talking about practice. We're talking about practice here today for Donica. That's what we're talking about.
Gerber, whatever his name is, right?
It's Gerber.
The Gerber baby. He's in the baby food jars. You know that. Kalinowski's a loser.
Can I have a mic?
He's a good-looking guy, but he's a loser.
Okay. Well, Sean, it's like your shirt says, I still believe in heroes.
I do.
That was a rough match. The wheel, it just goes to show you, the wheel can either be your best friend or it can absolutely destroy you. And landing on Star Trek, I felt like you kind of knew your number was up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away. As soon as I spun Star Trek, I couldn't take Heroes just because it goes in too many different directions. I couldn't trust it. There were still 2 different Marvel slices on the board, 2 different DC slices. I had to go for it to try and get some superheroes, some comic book stuff in there. Didn't work. Got Star Trek.
Multiple choice.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to minimize the steal points at that juncture. But when it came to but then when Donica spun MCU, I would have had 2 points on all those questions for the record. But yeah, it was a tough draw. It came down to the wheel, so it showed me where I need to go study with Star Trek, and that's what I'll have to do when I come back in Intergeekdom.
I was just gonna say anything you do differently, but I guess what it comes down to is just learning your weaknesses.
Absolutely.
And focusing on them and building those categories up.
Absolutely, yeah. My weakness in Star Trek was exposed greatly here, and it cost me the match, so that is something that I will make sure does not happen again.
But we have not seen the last of you. What's next?
No, absolutely not. I still want to compete. I know that I'm out for this tournament for Intergeekdom, but as soon as things get going again, I'll make a march toward the championship, whoever it's going to be at that time. My money's on Crusher, but good luck to Jason Inman and everybody else in there. Outside of that, then of course Sabina and I are still together with Superhero News, so we're ready to get back into it in team divisions. We're 1-1, so we're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. We're ready to get back in there and compete as well.
Well, best of luck to you. Get some studying done. We'll
I
see
will.
you soon.
I gotta go watch Star Trek. See you guys.
Good luck. That's a long day. Guys, huge matches coming up, so it looks like Donica's going to be moving on and facing Mike Kalinowski. That's going to be one for the ages.
I mean, to nobody's surprise, Dagnino making fun of Kalinowski, but then everyone taking shots at Kalinowski.
Deservedly so.
But Donica very excited to be moving on to round number 2, as we're going to see Kalinowski versus Donica, old school versus new school. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and Gerber classy in his interview as well, and I think that he's one of these guys where it's like you're still young in your career. I think he's going to go home even this week. He might take and watch all the Star Trek movies. He's not that far off from knowing a little something about every wedge on
on the wheel just needs a little more reps.
Collider Collision happens on July 13th. Listen to all these matches we got going down. In video number 1, we start off with the triple threat match between The Machine versus Stacey Howard versus Andreyko. The winner plays Ethan Erwin at a later date.
And then we have a Star Wars match that is a different style of Star Wars match, or at least it's a different competitor than who we thought we were going to have. Tell us about how that went down.
Well, we had Alex Damon, who was supposed to be going up against the champion, Sam Whitwer. Sam Whitwer's not going to be able to compete for a long time, so they were going to just award the championship to Alex Damon. He said no, so he put out an open challenge, and who took the challenge? But Bruce Green from Rooster Teeth is going head-to-head for the Star Wars Championship at the Collider Collision. And finally, in video number 1, we close out with Dangerous Dan Morrow makes his return. There he is right there, going up against Dastardly Drew Guy in a singles match. That's the end of video number 1.
It's going to be kind of a lopsided end to video number 1, but then video number 2, we have 2 solid matches. Tell them about it.
Well, you start off with the Inner Geekdom match, and that is the first match, well, one of the matches in round number 2. The Crusher, Rachel Cushing, goes up against Super Zip, Eric Zipper in a battle, and then the main event. It is an Iron Man match for the team championship. The Patriots try to get their titles back against Above the Line, Sam Levine, and Drew McWeeny for the titles. It all happens on July 13th. Make sure that you check it out. If you're not a patron and you want to become a patron, go there, check it out right now. It is patreon.com/Schmoedown. Become a patron today.
That is Christian Harlow. I am Mark Ellis. Check out the Schmoedown at Rundown. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Has to be a member. And in the meantime, we're going to go hydrate with the sports drink of Movie Trivia Schmoedown Choice 10K.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it every time I come in here, the horsemen are looking at memory lane?
Hey, Snyder.
Like, I just don't get it, Goat. I don't get it. Greatest of all time? What makes you any greater than me? Okay? I've defended the belt more times than you, held on to it longer for you. What makes you so great?
Well, you and JT, so you're like half as great.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Listen, I know you and everybody else out there thinks that you're going to be playing Sam Levine once you claw your way back to the top of the league, okay? You've been gone a long time, buddy. This is my league, okay? I'm going to take care of Bibiani, I'm going to take care of Levine, and then you and I can square off the way we're always meant to. Listen, I just want to let you know, that's what's going to happen, okay? You hang on to that for me, okay? And I'll see you later.
I was just sitting here looking at pictures. Who are these people?
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown.
And
Sean Gerber steps in for Robert Meyer Burnett, but it doesn't matter who it is because Donica, for the 4th straight match in the Inner Geekdom, puts up 7 points in the first round, and that gives him a 2-point lead after 1. Second round wasn't too kind to Gerber as he lands on Star Trek. Now, Star Trek has been a round 2 category 5 of the 11 Inner Geekdom matches this season. Back to the round, Gerber goes multiple choice on 4 questions and throws up a Hail Mary on the last one. Good for 2 points, but still trails by 1 even after his turn. Now Mark Donica lands on MCU and goes 5 of 5 with a few multiple choices sprinkled in. In his career, Donica is a perfect 16 of 16 in the MCU. In the final round, we saw Gerber throw up 1 more Hail Mary on his 3-pointer. Unfortunately, that would not be enough. Mark Donica wins 16 to 11 by TKO. In the tournament so far, this is the 5th straight match decided by KO or TKO. Inside the numbers, Gerber went 8 of 18. In total, nearly 40% of his questions on the day were in the category of Star Trek. And looking at Donica's day, he went 14 of 18 for 78% correct. This is his best performance since his debut in the Fatal 5-Way when he answered 83% of his questions. If you want to find out all their stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and the Collider Factory podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
how's it going, guys? If you didn't know about...
Well, that match didn't turn out the way I thought. I was predicting Gerber would get the upset victory here, but it wasn't meant to be. But congrats to Donica. He played extremely well. It's going to be really... I can't wait to watch him take on Kalinowski. That's going to be a battle. Yeah. And Gerber, I'm sure you'll bounce back strong next time. Yes, you were kind of thrown into this. You weren't prepared. Maybe it'll help you get a little more prep time for your next match. But yeah, who didn't love that back and forth? Snyder and Merle. Merle, man, he's a killer. He gonna come for that belt sooner rather than later. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. Also, you can see me hosting Schmoedown All Access every weekend on Jack of All Trivia's YouTube channel. So until next time, this is your boy C-Dub. Peace.